Hey everyone, how are you? It is me, Dottie Mae. It is Tuesday, February 27th, I think. Yep, February 27th. It is 8:37 p.m. where I'm at. And I am coming here to do a little update. It's been a few days, although I did just do a bark box video. Oh, and the dogs are being loud. Hey, stop. Sorry. So I ended my personal wellness class with a really good grade. I got a 96%. And my final research project, I got 100% on it. I am so excited. So happy with that grade. Like I said, I did that research project on schizoaffective disorder, and I got some pretty good reviews from my classmates. So yeah, I got 100% on that. I was so excited. My next class that I have started is Intro to Literature, and I got my books. I have to read this one, The Lion, the Witch, and the Wardrobe. I have to start reading it this week, and I have to be done with it by next week. And it's got 206 pages. I don't ever read a book that fast, so I don't know. I've had people tell me to watch the movie. I have watched the movie before. This book, I remember my 6th grade teacher reading to us way back in elementary school. That was a long time ago because I'm 46 years old. Also got this book that we will be reading. Hamlet, No Fear, Shakespeare. Shakespeare side by side, plain English. Spark Notes. So, yeah, I don't know which week we will be doing this. This is new to me. I have never read Hamlet before. I don't even think I've ever watched or seen the play or anything like that. So this one will be all new to me. And then the textbook that we have is called Shadow and Light, Literature and the Life of Faith. And it's a pretty thick book. So I'm a little bit nervous about this class because there's a lot of reading and writing. The class officially started yesterday, or technically some of the introductions and the forums people started some of those last week actually, but so yeah, and it goes through March 26th, so it's like what, 5 weeks or something. And then we've got this book, which I already had this book from my first class. I don't remember if I shared it, but it's an easy guide to the APA style, which is how we're supposed to cite our sources and write our papers and all that. So, yeah, I have that. So, yeah, that's where I'm at with school. As far as other stuff, let's see what else is going on. My bed was delivered on Saturday. It's a adjustable bed, and I actually have not slept in it yet. I guess I'm not ready to put the dogs in their kennel for the night. I'm used to sleeping with the dogs, or at least the one dog, Oakley, and I've been sleeping on the recliner in the family room, and she sleeps on my lap, and it's kind of like having a weighted blanket, so to speak. So I'm actually thinking about investing in a weighted blanket. A friend of my daughter's bought a weighted blanket, and she says it's been very helpful for her, helps her sleep a lot better, is good for her anxiety. So, but they're pricey. She spent $170 on hers through Amazon, and hers was a 20-pound blanket. So that's pricey. What else? Oh, I had girl talk this morning, and we've been studying this book, don't know if I shared this one with you yet, 24 Hours That Changed the World. I think we're up to chapter 3, although I haven't actually read any of it yet. I should be. And then tonight I went to Grief Share and I got pretty emotional. I wasn't expecting that because as far as my emotions have been lately, I've been pretty good. I haven't cried in a while until tonight at Grief Share. And I don't know if it was the video lesson, some of the things that they talked about on the video or what, but I started crying. And now my husband didn't die, but divorce is a loss still, and he's no longer in the home, and so some of those things are kind of the same, not exactly the same, you know what I mean. So I don't know, I just cried, I lost it. I got this thing from there tonight, the 23rd Psalm, a new approach. I don't know how many of you watch me, if you're all believers or if you're not. I'm a believer. And then there's also on here this other little write-up. It's just, I'll just read it. It's not really a verse or anything. It just says, count your blessings instead of your crosses. Count your gains instead of your losses. Count your joys instead of your woes. Count your friends instead of your foes. Count your smiles instead of your tears. Count your courage instead of your fears. Count your full years instead of your lean. Count your kind deeds instead of your mean. Count your health instead of your wealth. Count on God instead of yourself. So I thought that was kind of neat. So, anyway, I've gotten a few things. The other day I had therapy and she gave me this sleep hygiene protocol when you can't sleep, what to do instead of ruminating. She gave me this because there's been a few nights where I haven't been able to go to sleep, like, at all. I've sat there and I've been watching TV. Normally I fall asleep. I take my meds like an hour, half hour to an hour before I go to sleep, and normally I fall asleep, but there's been nights where I sit there and the clock says 5 o'clock in the morning and I'm still awake. At med management, the psychiatrist said that the whole divorce thing is probably the reason for that, and he didn't see a reason or a need to change my meds, so we didn't do that. And then when I went to therapy, she gave me these paperwork for sleep suggestions. Cut down on all caffeine products. Well, guess what I have right here by me? This is like little square pieces of heaven. These are Girl Scout cookies, and they're the s'mores kind. They're very good. And to go with them, I have this ginormous glass of milk. That's pretty sad, isn't it? But yeah, I have milk and cookies. Comfort food to the max. Stuff I should not be having, but I am. Yeah, I did buy Girl Scout cookies, and I did buy quite a few of them. I bought the lemonade kind, I bought the s'mores kind, I bought the thanks a lot kind, I bought the caramel delights or the Samoas or whatever you call them. Yeah, I bought a few. So I've been looking into income, transcription, crowd surf via the work market. I'm gonna see if I can do some transcription from home. I think working from home would be my best bet. It would go well with school, and I could keep going to Girl Talk on Tuesdays, because I'd hate to give that up. It's been really good for me, and I don't wanna have to stop going to that. So, What else? Oh, my therapist, I think I might have already said this before. My therapist recommended I start journaling, and I have not done that yet. So after this video, I am going to go over onto my WordPress and type up a journal entry. I haven't done a journal entry on there since like October when I lost my job. Obviously, a lot has changed since then, so there'll be quite a bit to write about. Feel free to read my journals if you want. That's totally up to you. It's dottiesjourney.wordpress.com. I think that's the address. One other thing. Yesterday I took off my ring for my fat finger. I wore it on the middle finger here because it was too big for this finger because of the weight that I lost. So I wore it on this finger, and you can see that I have a permanent mark there. Well, it's probably not permanent. It'll eventually wear out, I'm sure, but it's weird. I've worn that ring for years. That ring got me through some very tough times when I was hospitalized. I swear I focused on that ring when I was in the hospital because it was like my connection to the outside world, I guess, and to my family, to my husband. He was my rock, and now I don't have that. I have this gaping hole in my heart, and I just hope and pray that I find some happiness to fill that hole at some point. So yeah, and it's been 12 minutes. So thanks for listening. Thanks for caring and commenting and following me and praying for me if that's what you do, or sending good thoughts, comments, that kind of thing. I appreciate it more than you know, and I need it more than you know. So peace and love and smile. Oh, and I have mediation on March 5th, so if I don't come on a video before then, be thinking about me because I am not looking forward to it. I don't want to do it. It's like supposedly like 3 hours. I just don't even want to sit in a room with them, but ugh. Anyway, peace and love. Take care. Bye-bye.